Hello and welcome. This video is the first video in the process of learning Google Docs. Google Docs is being broken into 3 units. This first unit objectives are to learn about the toolbar, how to enter text, checking spelling, formatting paragraphs in text, undoing and redoing, inserting and formatting pictures, sharing, drawings, and margins. Now that sounds like a lot, but I promise it'll be easy because we will go over it step by step. Before we get going on this video, I think it's important for you to see where we're headed. So in this video, we are going to create this flyer. Now I know it's just a flyer for a found dog, but it will help us accomplish a few of those objectives along the way. So now that you know where we're headed, we can go ahead and start working our way there. So first, we want to go into our grade level folder, into our class, and then into the Docs folder. From here, we're going to create our new Google Docs. Creating in folders will make sure that we keep everything organized in the future. Now, the first thing we want to do with any project is name it. That way, in the future, we're just adding another layer of organization. Now, you'll see after we named it, it shows that all changes are saved in Drive. That is what makes Drive so amazing because it automatically saves all of your work as you're working on it. So you no longer have to worry about backing up your files as you're working because Google takes care of it for you. As you can see, if we switch back to Drive, it has been updated. It shows us when it's last been modified and the owner. So pretty amazing stuff from Google. Before we start moving forward with actually creating the flyer, I want to go over a couple of vocabulary type things for the layout. That way you know what I'm talking about when I use these words. So throughout the video, I'll use the word ribbon, which will refer to this area up here. So if I say go to insert on the ribbon, you know what I'm talking about. The other area would be this that my mouse is hovering over right now. This is your toolbar. So if I tell you to find Format Painter on the toolbar, you have an idea of where I'm looking. The other area that is very Google specific is the comments and sharing. That is something we will look into a little bit later. So let's start actually making our flyer. So first we want to type found dog in all capital letters. After we type found dog, we want to hit enter 2 times. That way we leave a blank line in between found dog and the information we want to add. Alright, here's the information that I want you to add. So go ahead and pause. I will even do you a favor and zoom in on it if you are working on split screen right now. So you can pause here and type that out. Right, moving forward, let's add some more information. So we want to hit enter. And then we'll add female, black lab. Next line, black color with big red tongue. Next line. Orange collar with the name Braley on the tag. And then our last line of information we're adding. If this is your lost dog, call 555-1029. So that is all of the information we're going to have on this flyer. Now that we have entered the text, let's go ahead and start formatting. So let's highlight found dog. We want to change that to size 72. And it looks like we're going to go with the font type permanent marker. Now if it doesn't show up in your list, you can always go to more fonts to find it. So found dog 72 permanent marker. The font color will be white, and we want to highlight that red. Let's go ahead and center it, and then we can start formatting the rest of the information. Next, we're going to highlight all of the information left, and we're going to change it to Cambria, size 24. We are going to take this grouping of information, we're going to highlight it, and we're going to change this into a bulleted list. So we'll go up and find our bulleted list, and let's go ahead and make it a different kind of list. So we'll go with the arrows. Now we'll highlight the final line. Now on a flyer, you'll hear me say this as we work through videos moving forward. This final line on a flyer would be called the signature line, and this top line would be called the headline. So keep that in mind as we do projects in the future. So highlight that signature line. We're going to change the font size to 30. Text color will be red. We're going to center it, and then that is good for the signature line. Now next, let's underline the phone number. So highlight the phone number, underline. We're going to italicize the dog's name, Braley. And we're also going to change that to red so that it also stands out. If we scroll up, I want you to place your cursor in that blank line that we put between the headline and the information, and we're going to insert a picture. So to do that, we go up to the ribbon to Insert, Image, and search from Web. We'll go ahead and search Black Lab. And we'll go ahead and go with this picture should work. As you can see, this picture is way too big. Now to resize a picture so that it's not all distorted, because if we resize this way, we've got skinny dog. If we resize this way, we've got fathead dog. To resize everything evenly, we hold the Shift key and we work our way in from the corner. So if we do that, we end up with a perfectly proportioned picture. So go ahead and resize so that the dog is sized to where everything fits on one page. Next, we want to center the image, and we're going to go to Image Options. For this image, we're going to leave transparency alone, but we're going to turn up the brightness of the picture to 50 and the contrast to -50. Now something else we can do is, if you notice there's a lot of extra background in this picture, we can go ahead and crop that out. So let's crop this image and move in these black lines and just get rid of some of that background so the focus is all on the dog. So once we're satisfied with our cropping, we hit Enter to cut out all the excess. Our last step in this project is adding a border to the picture. So to do that, we go up to Border Color, Red. We're going to change the weight to 4 point, and we're going to make it a dashed border. Now if I go ahead and zoom out, we can see all the information is fitting on one page, and we've accomplished everything we wanted to for this video. Go ahead and turn this in, and we'll move on to the next one.